What's up, Raiders? TristenWulf here, bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we're going to talk about the new login hero, Leminisi. So yeah, you just got to log in and a free legendary hero is all yours. Now, when I first started playing Raid, the legendary chase hero was Alice the Wanderer, and oh my god, was she an account changer for me. And to this day, she is still a staple unit on my account. So how good is Leminisi? Does she stack up to Alice the Wanderer? What does she bring to us? So let's take a look at this Sylvan Watcher Leminisi. So a little bit of lore around this character. She is a Sylvan Watcher with a deep connection to the ancient spirits of Mistwood. With her large golden wings. With her large golden wing, symbolizing her bond with the eternal spirits that watch over her people. Wielding twin blades, she stands ever ready to face the forces of the corrupted alliance. So this is a force legendary hero, and that's kind of nice because most people start out the game with Kale, and you usually pick up Wukong from your promo codes, and that gives you a spirit and a magic hero, but you're a little bit shy on the force hero, and if you weren't here for Tholan Foulbeard, you're probably lacking on a force damage dealer, and that is where I think Leminisi shines. She is definitely a solid damage dealer for a elemental sign that doesn't really have that many good damage dealers for the new player experience. Now, unfortunately for the later game players, that seems to be it for Leminisi. She seems to be predominantly a hero targeted at newer players, which, you know what, I for one am kind of glad for. It's been a while. Man, look at this eye. How cool is that? It's been a while since we've had Plarium do something for the new players. Everything seems to have been targeted and geared towards the late game, and the early game experience is a little bit rough. So it's nice that this is going to fill a need for new players where they're going to need force champions. Let's take a look at her kit and see how she stacks up. But before we get into that, since this is for new players, I want to talk to you new players. I want you to make sure you're getting the best start at Raid Shadow Legends possible. You want to make sure that you use the link in the description of this video, or scan this QR code right here. If you do that, you will be able to download Raid and start out with Kurosa, who is a solid damage dealing hero, and you'll get him right at the start. That's a free legendary hero just for starting Raid right now. And then once you hit level 10, you will pick up the epic hero Tagore. Tagore will give you support and healing and everything you're going to need to keep your party alive and crushing forward in the fight. But what if you need more support? What if you don't just need healing and defense buffs, but you also need defense breaks and the ability to raise your whole party after death? Well, don't worry, we got you there too, because at level 20, you pick up the epic hero Ugo, and Ugo is such a powerful, strong epic hero. Most people, myself included, have built 2 of this unit. That's how good she is. And then at level 30, you pick up the glorious Lady Annabelle, one of the most ridiculous passives in the game, and oh my god, you got to do it for the redheads, ladies and gentlemen. So that right out of the gate is going to get you the legendary hero Kurosa, the epic hero Tagore, the epic hero Ugo, the epic hero Lady Annabelle, plus you will get your starter hero. You can pick from the whole host of starter promo code heroes. Make sure you use that code within the first 48 hours and you'll pick up a legendary hero that way as well. That's 2 legendary heroes and 3 epic heroes, and there is still plenty of time to get in on picking up Leminisi the Gold Wing for your 3rd legendary hero. It's 3 legendary heroes and 3 epic heroes right at the start. Guys, there's no better time than right now to give Raid Shadow Legends a try. So use that link. Even if you tried it before, use the link. I'll show you instructions at the end of this video. I'll go through all the details on how to uninstall and reinstall Raid. So even if you've played it before, you can start with this amazing start. You'll be able to make a whole new account and start like this, and if you do it, you'd be helping me out. You'd be doing me a solid. People ask all the time, Tristan, how can I help support your channel? Well, this is a way to do it. This is a way you can help support me and my channel. Give that link a download, give Raid a try, and get in there and start having some fun. But let's get back to talking about Leminisi, her skills, and how good she is right out of the gate. First, her A1 skill, it attacks one enemy 2 times. So already I'm thinking Fire Knight. Anytime I see a multi-hitter on a single target, I think Fire Knight. If the target is under a shield buff, has a 25% chance to decrease the value of the shield by 10%. That's nice. It will also ignore, and remind you, this is a double hitter, so that's a 20% chance to reduce, or 20% reduction to the shield. Now, it is only a 25% chance. You can book it out to a 50-50 shot. But, you know, it's an A1 skill. You take what you can get. It will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance. She's designed to mess up Corrupted Alliance enemies. If the target is not under any shield buffs, each hit will ignore 10% of the target's defense. So, a decent A1 skill, and the mods on this skill are pretty high. This skill hits very hard. Her A2 skill, this is the meat and potatoes of her damage. It attacks one enemy 2 times yet again, and each hit has a 100% chance of removing 2 random buffs from the target. It will ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance yet again, so a much more reliable way to strip 2 debuffs. A much more reliable way to strip 2 buffs away from the enemy and do significant damage, especially if the buffs you're pulling off are damage mitigating buffs. This skill deals more damage equal to the value of the target's current turn meter up to 100%. So you want to specifically target enemies that are going to take turns next. The higher their turn meter, the more damage she's going to do, up to 100% more damage. Guys, this skill hits like a truck. Very, very strong godlike damage coming out of this skill. Now, it is only on a 5-turn cooldown, but you can book it down to a 3-turn cooldown, use it a lot more often. This is the meat and potatoes of her damage. Her A3 skill is an AoE attack. The first hit is 2-hitter. The first hit has a 75% chance of placing a heal block. Now, you can book that out to a 100% chance of placing a heal block for 2 turns. The second hit has a 50% chance of placing block buffs, and that you can book up to 75% chance. That's a little disappointing because block buffs is a stupid strong debuff. And the fact that it's only a 75% makes it a little inconsistent, and I think that's what's really holding Leminisi back from pushing deeper into the end game, right? Is the stability just isn't there. The damage is there. The heal block is nice, but having a 25% chance to just fail to apply the buff block on an A3 skill that's got a long skill cooldown. I mean, 4 turns, booked down to 3 turns. You got to wait for it to come back around. It will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from Corrupted Alliance. Very, very nice. So this is a good skill. Heal block is very useful. Block buffs, man, if this was a 100% chance, I'd be so hyped for this character, but it makes it feel a little bit rough. Now, her passive skill, it unlocks at Ascension level 3. You'll receive 15% less damage from enemies under heal reduction. Well, she spams heal reduction at 100% rate once booked, so you'll probably have your enemies being under heal reduction. It's an AoE skill, and that's nice. She's going to have some built-in mitigation, built-in survivability, and it fills this champion's turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy receives a shield buff or is healed. So if the enemy is healed, if the enemy is under a shield buff, Leminisi's turn meter speeds up. And if you've got heal block on the enemy, 15% less damage. Pound for pound, it's kind of a lukewarm passive because it's just for her. I mean, if it applied this passive to the whole team, she'd be busted, I guess. But, you know, only pushing her own turn meter, I get it. She's not a support hero. She's an attack-based hero. She's here to do damage. She's not here to support a team, but still, it'd just be nice if she wasn't so greedy with her skills. And her aura is a 25% attack boost to everybody on your team, which honestly feels kind of bad. It feels like this is a very low boost to attack. You probably got better auras that you can put on the team for boosting your attack up, but hey, you know what? A buck's a buck. Take the 25% chance if you don't have any other attack buffers, and you need a force hero damage dealer on your team. Now, one of the nice things about Leminisi is she is from the Sylvan Watchers faction, and the Sylvan Watchers do not have many good DPS units. Like fewer than almost every faction. So it's really nice that you just get one for free. I want you guys to remember that, for free. If you log in every single day, you collect your rewards, you get her on the 7th day. And what's better yet is on the 14th day, you get her perfect soul for 2-star, and you slide into phase 3 where you go all the way up to getting a 5-star perfect soul. So you will get it's a split soul, but you get what I mean. By the time you get to this final stage, after a couple weeks of progress and logging in and doing the missions, you will be able to get a 5-star awakened Leminisi, which is really going to ramp up her usefulness and her damage. She doesn't really stack up to Alice for me. I don't think she's going to be quite all that. I do think she's targeted more at the newer players, and newer players are going to be weak in the Force faction or in the Force elements, so that's going to help them out. And I'm glad we're doing some things for the new players. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Are you excited about Leminisi? Or I mean, she's free, so how could you not be a little bit excited for her? She looks great, and I think is going to help a lot of newer players out. And speaking of those newer players, as promised, to get that start in Raid Shadow Legends, to do all the things you need to do to get the best start in July for Raid Shadow Legends, make sure you guys do this. Make sure you click on the link in the description of this video to support me and my channel. Or you can scan that QR code. That works just as well. If you do this, you will get a crazy powerful start with 3 free heroes. You'll start out with the legendary hero Kurosa, a serious damage dealing hero. This guy drops some nukes. He is fantastic into Fire Knight. He will help carry you through some dungeons, and my God, does he drop some ungodly damage. And when you get to rank 15, at level 15, you will pick up the epic hero Ugo. Ugo is such a strong unit that many people build multiples of her. She's widely regarded as a legendary hero in epic heroes clothing. She's got defense breaks. She can bring your whole party back to life. She can heal your team. Stupid strong unit to have on your team, and you get her for free at level 15. But that's not all. Once you hit level 30, you will get onto your team Lady Annabelle, who is like having a walking, talking lifesteal set for your team right there with you. Her attacks heal your team based on the damage she's done. She can place Revive on Death on your units, and her passive heals her every time one of your teammates or an enemy's teammate dies. It is a crazy passive and a crazy unit to have on your team. And on top of all of that, make sure you go over to the promo code section. And in the promo code section, you can enter one of the many promo codes listed in the description of this video. That way, you will start out the game with 2 legendary heroes, and you will pick up 2 additional epic heroes by level 30. That's 4 free god tier units right at the start of the game. It is the perfect time to start Raid Shadow Legends. But what if you already started? What if you've played in the past? Well, what if you want to make an alt with this insane start? Or what if you want to, I don't know, maybe you downloaded it but never really played it. Now you want to give it an honest shot, but you haven't installed your computer. It's okay. It's okay. This is what you need to do. First, you're going to want to fire up your Plarium account, and then you're going to log out and uninstall the program. Once uninstalled, you're going to click the link in the description of this video on my YouTube channel, or scan that QR code. Once you do that, it's going to take you to a site where you can download Raid. You're going to register using a brand new email and then launch Raid. Complete the tutorial, and once you're in, you're in. Creator will be waiting for you right there in your inbox. Now it's time to get raiding. Grind up a little bit, get to level 15, and bam, right there in your inbox will be the epic hero Ugo. Now, 15 doesn't take too long. Just maybe a little bit of time, but now you're well established and you're ready for the big grind up to level 30. And once you hit 30, right there in your inbox once again will be that epic hero Lady Annabelle, giving you the perfectly well-rounded account. That's 2 legendary heroes and 2 epic heroes. Fantastic start for Raid. You're going to be so far ahead of other people who didn't use this code. So click on that link right now. Support my channel, support yourself with the best start in Raid. No better time than right now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care, Raiders.